Hello, hello. I want to say happy Friday, but I'm a little late. But I'm going to say happy Friday anyways. Maybe you'll watch this later and think it was on Friday. So it's Saturday. Hello, hello. I'm Stephanie. Welcome to my channel and welcome to my sewing room. And this is the video each week where I talk a little bit of sewing, a little bit of everything, a little bit of life. We'll call it a vlog. Just a little bit of everything. And I am late because of this coat, this dramatic coat, dramatic in every way, dramatic to make, dramatic in my experience with it, and dramatic to wear. So before I tell you all of the drama, I'm going to show you me wearing this dramatic coat. So this is the Sinclair Harper Cardigan, and love that pattern. Made it so many times. I'm super happy that's the pattern I chose for this because it's simple, it's easy, and pretty foolproof, except for this coat. It was not foolproof, and it was nothing to do with the pattern whatsoever. I highly recommend that pattern. I think the first thing is I want to say avoiding velvet would be my future because, oh my gosh, I just, just going along happy-go-lucky, not realizing there's a lot more to sewing velvet. It has a direction, and I may have the whole coat upside down, but it is what it is. So the first thing that I noticed is once I put the pockets on, they looked a different color, like faded. So it turns out, let me show you. I love this cardigan so much, but I made a rookie mistake. First of all, my sleeves are too short. I might fix that too. Can't remember how what went wrong there, but that's not the biggie. Rookie mistake. I don't think you can see it in this video, but I can see it in real life. This is my pocket. Sorry about that light going off. This is my pocket, and it's velvet is facing the different direction than this velvet, and it just looks weird. So it needs to be turned. I'm going to take this pocket off. I'm going to take this band off, turn it around, face it the other direction, put the band back on, put the pocket back on. Yeah, because it's bugging me. Whenever I look over and see it, I see these pockets just kind of, they look wrong. They look like almost a different color. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just take the pocket off. It'll be worth it because this is going to be, I'll probably redo my bands too. Turns out I think they were upside down, or they were the different direction from the coat. One side or the other, they need to be the same. So I am not wearing this with pockets because I haven't remade the pockets yet. It's just, I have to do that. And one of the problems is I wanted to use the velvet salvage. Now, if you watch my video where I bought this fabric, you'll see that it has a nice big velvet salvage, velvet on the edge. But it didn't end up being a whole lot for the stuff I wanted to do, which was I wanted to do this, and I wanted to do the top of the pockets, and I wanted to do a band on the arms. So first I put the pockets in upside down. This band worked out. It got a little wonky, but once I pressed it, it was fine, and top stitched, and it was fine. So it's still fine. And then somehow something was wrong with my sleeves. And honestly, I don't even remember. At some point I thought this is wrong. And so I just cut them off. And then that made my sleeves way too short. Oh, I just didn't think. I wasn't thinking. So I went back to the velvet thinking, well, I'll just make my cuff longer and that'll be cool. Not enough velvet. Not even hardly any velvet left. After doing this long piece, hardly any left at all. So I decided to have to go to the drawing board. Like, what am I going to do for this, make this sleeve longer? I thought, well, I could just extend it with a self cuff. In other words, the same fabric cuff. And I could have done that. That would have been fine. I could have done that. Now this fabric is only somewhat stretchy. It's not super stretchy. It's somewhat stretchy this way. So it's okay for the cardigan. It's okay for the knit, and it fits great. But as far as like band, I wasn't sure. Would that be too tight with the self fabric? Plus I love I wanted a little more drama than that. So then, I don't know, I just sort of sat with it. And what was I going to do? And I decided I wanted a drama sleeve. This is a drama coat. It needs a drama sleeve. And I thought I looked up ruffle sleeve. That wasn't it. And so I typed in flouncy sleeve. And someone showed me how to do this circle. And I'm going to put her video right here. It was just a simple little like 3 minutes of how to do this. And I followed that plan and did it. So basically, it sort of looked like this, and I'm going to show you me doing it on my sleeve. But basically you have a circle, and then you just draw 2 lines so that you can now make your outer circle. So finding the size I wanted this circle to be was one just kind of mind bender for me. But I love that kind of stuff, and that's probably why I love to sew. So I knew I'd want to push it to here. And so I wanted it to fit here, right here. Not here, because then it would never push up. And I like to push my sleeves up. So I measured this, and it was 10 and a half. So I made my circle 11 because I had a water glass that exact size. And then just like the video, she cut her seam allowance in, and then I clipped the curves to get them to go in the sleeve. So let me just show you 1, 2, 3 how I did that. Well, obviously, I wouldn't wear this top with this, but I'm trying it on. So, I'm not sure I can explain what I'm doing. I'm literally making this up. Okay, my sleeve's too short. I think I just made a mistake, cut off the cuff, and boom, it was too short. So I made this flounce. Basically, it's just a circle. Now I'm going to put a tiny little trim of the velvet on the edge of this flounce. And I think I'm going to love it. I think it's going to be super cool. So right now, this sleeve is just basted on. And I think at this point, it's a yes for length, because it's going to be like just under 1 inch longer with the velvet. And it's drama, so I want it to be nice and long. And I think it's going to be super cute. So that's my plan. I just wanted to tell you how this was happening, one little tiny piece at a time. So circle flounce, basted on, got the right length. I think I can afford a little bit more length because it's drama. So I'm going to put that velvet on there. The reason I basted it is because I wanted to make sure it was right before I put the velvet on, and then I'd be stuck because I only have a little tiny bit of velvet left. So I'm gonna sew the sleeve in, put the velvet on, and then match the other side. Okay, I'm back. So this is my little bit of black. Can you see it? And it's a little wonky. It's only basted on. And I think the trim makes it. So it's a little wonky because it's sewn on a circle, but I think when I press it, it's going to be fine. And so I'm going to do the other side, and then all I have to do is put my pockets back on. And I think that this should have gone the other way, but you know what? I love it. It's beautiful. And looks like the sleeves are at least going the right direction. I don't even know. I don't even know, and I don't even care. Don't tell me. I'm done with this project. So other sleeve, pockets, calling it done, and I can't wait to wear it. Gosh, I hope those videos turned out. I'm just holding my iPhone. I basted one sleeve. I think I showed that. I basted one sleeve without sewing it and cutting it and doing the serger and all that, because then you can't really undo it. That's what makes things shorter. So when it got to this little trim, I intended this little trim to be 1 inch, and it's a 1/2 inch. So I did 2 inches, and it just came out a 1/2 inch. So I don't know, it makes sense now that I'm thinking about it, but I wish it was bigger. I wish it was actually maybe even 1.5 inches, more drama. So I don't have any more of this velvet, but if I could find something similar, I would take this off and do it again. I am definitely doing the pockets. So you didn't get to see them in the video because they're not done, but I have enough of this to do the pocket, and I might have just enough of this velvet to do the pockets. Or I can reuse the one off the pockets that were upside down, hopefully, because I could just take that out instead of cutting it, which is what I should have done on the sleeve. I started to, but it was so hard to see with all this embroidery. So this is velvet and embroidery. And I was thinking that the sleeve was upside down, but it's a circle, so it's some parts of it are upside down and parts of it are not. It is what it is. I absolutely adore this dramatic coat, and I will love wearing it. It is lightweight enough to be a cardigan, but it's heavy enough to be like a little bit of a coat. And this is so me. This is so me. I love drama in my prints. This has a lot of drama in the print, but it's also embroidery. You know, I love stuff like that. And putting a flouncy sleeve on it, that just added to it. So, love it. Love it. It fits great. It feels great. Got the right length. Now, at this length, the Harper Cardi recommends a slit on the sides, and I have done that before, and I don't care for it. I like it better closed. No reason. I just, you know, that's the whole reason we sew, is to make things the way we like them, and that's just how I like it. So, I felt like I was going to have a lot more splaining to do on this coat, but basically it turned out just fine. And one thing that I do different than the instructions is I put my sleeve in. I don't like, if it's a short sleeve, I'll be okay sewing it all in one seam, but a long sleeve, I don't like sewing it up here and down here. I just feel like that can get wonky. I want that seam to go that way and this to go that way. I don't know if it makes a difference. It's just in my head that it's better that way. So I simply sewed the front and back together and the shoulders and tried it on to see if I liked it, to see if it fit, to see if I was going to be able to work with it. And I think I basted that so I could just see, because you never know when it's not as stretchy as fabrics I've used in the past. But oh my gosh, I think I could just wear black leggings and a black t-shirt and a different jacket every day. You know, I have a couple of pieces of dramatic fabric that I haven't made anything with, and I'm thinking maybe a couple more of these. It's easy to make, it looks really good, and the drama fabric needs a simple pattern, a simple design. That's just what I'm thinking. That's my idea. So this video is late because I don't know where my time goes. I feel so busy, you guys. I think first of all, I really wanted to have my coat done, and I shouldn't have done that. I should have just said, my coat's half done. Here's my Friday video. But I'm like, I wanted it done. So I put it off and I thought, oh, I can finish it. I can finish it. And then I had a hair appointment on Thursday and I was going to film then, but it just took all my time. And then hubby wanted me to go to something on Wednesday. It's like every day something came up. And yesterday was Friday, and I thought, well, I'll film on Friday. But then he surprised me by taking me to the mountains for our anniversary. So it was our anniversary, and we are married 42 years. That's crazy. Yeah. We were literally married in the 80s. Isn't that crazy? 42 years ago. So I told hubby, I said, our marriage is an old person now. I mean, not that you're old at 42, but you're not young either, you guys. Don't you feel it? I can say that because I'm older than you, even if you are 42. I'm old enough to be your mom. So we went to the mountains and we took photos, and it was beautiful. The fall colors were out and we just were in heaven. And I got my camera out, I played around, I took some pictures, I took some cell phone footage for you guys. We brought the doggy, we just drove all over and just really had a great time. And then I'm looking at the doggy. I said doggy and I have to look at him. And then we went out to dinner at our favorite restaurant. It's one of our favorites. We have several. And this is called Caples Lake Resort. And it is on Caples Lake. And it has this rustic, like loggy kind of building from probably way back, way back. And the food, they got a really great chef, and it's very hoity-toity food and expensive. So we don't go there a lot, believe me. But we were like, yes, we'll have a glass of wine, and yes, we'll have dessert. I mean, we did the kit and caboodle. We did the whole thing, and it was lovely. I wish I took a picture of my food, but I did not. If I can find one from the last time I went there and had the same thing, I'll show it. But you know, when it's really good, do you change to something else? Because I've done that and I've always regretted it. I could have had the thing I love. So, and then the drive home was just peaceful. The dog baby slept the whole way, and we are so blessed. We're so blessed. We love our life. We love our house. We love our, you know, where we live, the elevation of where we live, and just driving up to the mountains. It's not close and not far. It takes a little over an hour to go where we went. But the drive the whole way is stupendous. It's just fantastic. And so at the end of the video, I'm going to show whatever footage I have from my phone. And if I have time to edit a couple of photographs, I will do that. But it was just wonderful. Wonderful. I always said I know the secret to a happy marriage. Pick the right person. And actually, if you think about it, it's true. Because we all have a different person that would be the right person for me, right? And so when you're picking, choose carefully. Make sure it's the right one for you. And, you know, then you'll be able to get through all the times. And that's where the friendship comes from and all the things, because you picked the right person. And we love our time together. It's so fun. And oh my gosh, you don't get to 42 years and not have bumps along the way, and lots of them. Believe me, it's just that when you have some hard times and you overcome them, that's when they get really good. I'm just saying, if you've got a hard time and you resolve it and figure it out and work past it and move past it and come back into, you know, togetherness, that is the best time. So if you gave up in that hump on the road, that bump on the road, you missed out on the best time. There's my grandma advice for you. And I've got lots of that. So that's it. I don't know how long this video is going to be. It seemed like I didn't have to talk that long about this jacket and all the problems, but oh my gosh, don't you love it? Do you love it? I love it. I will wear this. I will absolutely wear this. It'll be my thing. I'll wear it out. So I want to say thank you if you got to watching this video, because I missed you on Friday. You may miss me now, but I hope that you get a chance to say hello and goodbye. So I will see you next time. Bye now.